What's going on, Dodgers Nation? Doug McCain here. You can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at DMAC_LA. Quick reminder for all things Dodger baseball, be sure to hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and if you want to see us post even more Dodgers content, smash that like button. And as always, I want your takes down below in the comment section. Today's Dodgers Nation question of the day. On a scale of 1 to 10, how big of a threat do you think the St. Louis Cardinals are to sign Max Scherzer? And also, if Scherzer doesn't sign with the Dodgers, which team do you think that will be? Let me know down below. And for all the latest Dodgers news, head over to DodgersNation.com. So today we've got a rumor update on one of the Dodgers' top free agents, Max Scherzer. The 37-year-old right-handed pitcher is said to be interested in potentially signing with the St. Louis Cardinals. Cardinals lead beat writer Derek Gould wrote in the St. Louis Post-Dispatch, the best available free agent starter is one the Cardinals have declined to pursue before due to cost, and he declined to be traded to them this past season. St. Louis area native Max Scherzer, a Mizzou All-American and finalist for another Cy Young Award, made it clear he would not approve a trade to the Cardinals this past summer, two sources said, as the club loitered around 500. He sought a way west from Washington to ultimately join the Dodgers. Scherzer, who now lives near the Cardinals complex in Jupiter, Florida, would entertain an offer from the Cardinals this winter, a source confirmed. So first things first, let's break out the Dodgers rumor meter. And for this one, I'm going to give it a 3 Dodger dogs. I definitely think there's serious smoke in this one when it comes to will Max Scherzer entertain a deal from the St. Louis Cardinals. I think Max Scherzer would definitely consider that, especially if they come close to meeting his asking price. And he's going to command big money on a short-term deal. We're talking 3 years, $100+ million. Could even get crazy, 3 years, $120 million. Look, Trevor Bauer last season, he really set the market for these short-term, high AAV deals for elite pitchers, and Max Scherzer definitely qualifies for that. And yes, I know that he's 37 years old, but last year he proved he still has a lot left in the tank. He's showing no signs of slowing down. If you look at his numbers last season, a 2.46 ERA, a 3.24 xFIP, a 2.90 SIERA, a 34.1 K percentage, a 5.2 walk percentage. Opponents were hitting 108 against him. He had a 0.86 whip. And for me, the reason why I would be fine with giving him the bag is that those strikeout numbers are still there. He was second in all of Major League Baseball last season in K percentage at 34.1%, right behind Corbin Burns, and that walk percentage is still elite at 5.2%. The velo on the heater is still there. He still has that dynamic pitch mix. So it's not like he's had to really evolve his game and change up his style of pitching. He is still a dominating pitcher out there. And yes, he's 37, but I think that actually works into some teams' advantage because you don't have to give him a $250+ million deal. You don't have to pay him Garrett Cole type money. You're only going to get him for 3 years, and at the end of that contract, he'll likely retire. Maybe he'll sign on if he can still produce. But I think if you're the St. Louis Cardinals, the big question is, will they pay that type of money for Max Scherzer? That kind of is the big question. Their payroll was just above $142 million before signing Steven Matz to that 4-year, $44 million deal. So maybe the Cardinals are saying, hey, we have to go for it. We're a marquee franchise. We want to win big, and bringing Max Scherzer, the hometown kid, back to St. Louis, that would be a great story. That would sell tickets, that would put butts in the seats, and it would instantly make them a World Series contender if they add Mad Max. And if I'm Max Scherzer, yes, the Cardinals are one of the few teams that I would seriously consider signing with. 1, they are committed to winning World Series titles. 2, they are one of the flagship franchises in this league. 3, they have some really nice pieces. And 4, that is the team you grew up loving, the team that you are a fan of. You're from Missouri. You got your friends there, your family there. And also where you live in Florida is close to the Cardinals spring training facility in Jupiter, Florida. So it does check off a lot of boxes. I think the big question for me is, 1, are the Cardinals seriously going to make him a gigantic offer? Because if they do, that will change things. I think we'll have to up the dogs on the Dodger rumor meter because that pull to come home is very strong. Nostalgia is a hell of a drug. The gravitational pull of playing for your hometown team is always very enticing for players. But I think what this rumor really further establishes is that Max Scherzer isn't just going to sign with the West Coast team. I told you guys at the very beginning that even if that were true or not, that Scott Boras would establish that just so he could open it up to try to get more offers, to try to drive up the price for teams like the Los Angeles Dodgers. So either way, they are going to have some competition. And look, I do think Max Scherzer would play for the St. Louis Cardinals. I don't think he's married to the idea of playing on the West Coast anymore. Maybe he was for a second. Maybe that was just for this current trade because he knows that those were the teams that would have contended for a title. So I think when you're Max Scherzer, you have to be strategic about this if you want to maximize your earning potential, and I think he's done just that. Now, to me, I don't have very many concerns about the dead arm, about him not being able to go when the Dodgers need him most in Game 6 because, look, they rode him hard down the stretch. He didn't have very much left in the tank, and look, the bottom line is if the Dodgers had a commanding lead in that division, he would have gotten the requisite rest to make it deep into the postseason. So let's hope if the Dodgers can make these signings and have a better year next year and give themselves a cushion in the NL West, you won't have to worry about Max Scherzer having dead arm in October. And plus, it's just for 3 seasons. You're not having to pay him for 5 or 7 years or anything like that. So I really haven't soured on the idea of signing Max Scherzer. To me, he still is the Dodgers' #1 option when it comes to a starting pitcher, and I think that that has to be the top priority. We saw what he was able to do with the Dodgers in the regular season. LA went 11-0 in his starts. He had a 1.98 ERA. The postseason, he had some really nice moments too. It's just unfortunate he did run out of gas there late. But I think the Dodgers should still go all in on Max Scherzer. I would feel fine with them giving him a big bag, especially if they're able to get out from underneath the Trevor Bauer contract, or at least recoup some money or not have to pay him next season in the event of a suspension. But that's still up in the air. There's so much uncertainty with that. But look, the bottom line is the Dodgers, they need a clear-cut ace next season to go along with Walker Buehler and Julio Urias to really make this a World Series caliber rotation. And all the Dodgers can really do at this point is meet his asking price and hope that he wants to re-sign with the Dodgers, a team that gives him a great chance to go back and win another World Series title. But if he goes to Dodgers and says, hey, thanks but no thanks, I want to go home and play for my hometown team, there's nothing really they can do about it. And all you can ask for is that the Dodgers don't lowball Max Scherzer, that they're willing to meet his asking price. Because look, I know that recency bias, you remember him not being able to go in Game 6, but he is still the dominant pitcher that the Dodgers need for next season. Mad Max still has mad skills. But let me know down below in the comment section, how serious do you think of a threat the St. Louis Cardinals are to signing Max Scherzer on a scale of 1 to 10? And also, if he doesn't sign with the Los Angeles Dodgers, which team do you think he signs with? Let me know down below. My name is Doug McCain. You can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at DMac_LA. For all things Dodger baseball all off-season long, be sure to hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and if you want to see us post even more Dodgers content, smash that like button. For all latest Dodgers Nation merch, head over to gearup.la. Download the new Dodgers Nation app for my Android iPhone users. For all latest Dodgers news, head over to DodgersNation.com. And until next time, think blue, bleed blue, and I'm out.